Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be looking at Awakened Aragon. Awakened Aragon. So let's just check out his skills very quickly. Okay, so for his passive, he will not receive damage more than 30% of his max HP. He also will decrease cooldown for every basic attack by 10 seconds. He will protect your whole team from damage reflection, which means he's the third hero to actually provide such a passive. In guild raid, he decreases fixed damage received by 30% for your whole team, which is great because all the bosses actually do some form of fixed damage, and maybe he may even be good for world boss because all world bosses. No, he doesn't. It's only for guild raid. I'm sorry. Okay, so for his only skill, he inflicts 250% physical damage on 3 enemies, pierce, decrease awakening gauge by 30%. So the decreasing of awakening gauge is super important because in guild raid, your Isabella and guild leaders, they have awakening gauges to fill, and so if you spam this skill, you will constantly bring down their awakening bar, which means they won't get to use their awakening skill, and which means you won't die so quickly. So for his awakened skill, he inflicts 400% physical damage on all enemies, increase damage by 50% for each empty enemy slot. Okay, so this probably will apply the same way as for Taka. So if it considers in a single enemy battle, if it considers 4 of the empty slots, then this will actually be, 600% boost, 600% damage. Yeah. So also in guild raid mode, after he used his awakened skill, it actually I'm not sure if this will become a passive, or I don't know. We'll see. So maybe it's an additional buff. So it increases damage for one target skills for all allies by 75% for 6 turns. Okay, so if you look at his exclusive item, his final level 50 unlock is it actually changes that and becomes increased damage for all one target attacks by 100%. So instead of 75% for 6 turns, it becomes 100% forever, if I'm not wrong, okay, because they remove the turn. So this is actually more than what Ares provides. So if you take a look at Ares, her Awakened passive only increases damage for single target attacks by 50% outside of raid. Okay, so it's actually 2 times more damage for single target skills which you use Aragon. And also Aragon also has the same passive that, almost the same. Decrease cooldown by 10 seconds for every basic attack, and also he will only take a little percent of his every damage only deducts 30% of his max HP. So it's pretty much the same, except Ares probably has more bulk and more built-in counter. Okay, so we're gonna test Aragon in guild raid. Currently, okay, my guild is still on Isabella, so that's great. So this is my team that I will use. Spina, double crit, double HP, lifesteal, critical damage. PV Jewel, skill cooldown, increase awakening bar speed slightly. These are her traits: increase critical damage, increase lethal damage, increase damage dealt to universal. I'm not sure what Isabella is, but okay, it doesn't matter. These are Awakened. Her exclusive item is unlocked as well. Gonna have Amelia. Basically doubles 1 speed, 1 lethal, HP. Willful Ring with evasion. Increase her awakening charge speed, debuff, resist, cooldown, immunity. Her limit break has 2 resistances, and the exclusive item is unlocked. For Rachel, double speed, double HP, petrify resist because of world boss. Jewels increase her awakening charge speed, reflect immunity, not necessary. Okay, totally not necessary. Life steal. Which brings me to a point, maybe Awakened Aragon is good for Dark Crown Prince who does reflect, you know. That could be considered. Okay, so also Rachel's exclusive item is unlocked. Yeah. So for Soy, I'm bringing Soy because I'll explain later. Double speed, double HP, evasion, lifesteal damage and skill cooldown. Exclusive item is also unlocked, increases my awakening gauge faster. But that's not important at all. So for Aragon, gave him double speed, double 1 HP and 1 counter. Give him a counter accessory and some random jewels which I think could be useful for him. But counter is also something important. So for his limit break, I actually gave him max HP, okay, maximum HP. Exclusive item is unlocked, so that's meant for testing. And I gave him a costume because you know why. Okay, so we are ready. Masteries are as such: magic attack, single target, increased damage done to offensive magic support. No idea, really no idea what she is. I hope she's magic. Okay, so just take a quick look at her skills, even though this is not a guild raid video. Guards against physical damage, she can perform critical for every basic, increase defense, poison, awaken skill is crazy, bleed, poison. She decreases your awakening charge bar, and she also decreases your physical and magic attack for this skill. Hence, I'm bringing in Soy. Okay, so with that, we're gonna go in. Okay, I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna go off with Rachel's attacks first. So I'm gonna use Aragon skill later. No, actually I should use it soon. Aragon should get awakening charge bar charge faster, you know, that jewel, so that he can buff the single target skill even more. And maybe Aragon should get skill cooldown, because now that I'm testing, you know, all these things start to surface, and you realize that it's much better if he gets his awakened skill used as soon as possible. Well, in one way you can actually use Soy's attack to buff, but you need Soy's exclusive item, of course. Okay, so one, he's gonna do damage increase for all single target. Skill. I'm not used that Ares is not around. I feel like something is missing. Damn. So I can still see Aragon's buff above their heads, which I think would suggest that everything is permanent, as yeah. Okay, but my Aragon is dead. Not strong enough, okay, Aragon. Wait, so with Aragon did, I see that the buff, the 100% single target buff is gone. Which means you have to really keep his buff up. I mean, you have to keep him alive. Because now there's no one to cool me down. I'm gonna try to get Rachel and Soy to work hand in hand to boost all my awakening bar back. So I'm not sure if I'm actually doing a lot of damage. I think 30 million is something. I hope my guild members won't be too annoyed. Okay, yep, so I guess you needed Aragon to prevent that from happening, which I totally forgot. Okay, so some things to take note. So you want him to get his awaken skill as soon as possible. So having an increased awaken charge speed jewel on him will be good. Okay, counter should be pretty essential because he doesn't have a inbuilt passive to boost his own counter rate, unlike Ares. Okay, what else? Lifesteal may not be so useful because Isabella resists physical, so maybe only his lifesteal is probably only useful for get leaders. But then again, I'm not sure if we want to put a jewel that can only be useful for one boss, you see. Okay, so the two most important things are for him to get his awaken skill up as soon as possible, and also for him to be able to sustain his life on the field. So yeah, maybe the lifesteal is needed, but against Isabella it's not going to do anything. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's all I have for Mr. Aragon. He is my face for the series Aragon Always Assists if you still have not catch that. So do go catch those videos because it will definitely help you in your gameplay. Okay, so do leave in the comments below what you think about Aragon and how do you think we can best use him, and whether he is actually your priority to make. Okay, stay tuned for more videos about to come, because in this update there's something else that is very useful which I want to talk about, and that will be for the next video. So do give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.